Welcome to Lifestyle Matters. I'm Marilyn Moore, and we have Joshua with JDM Landscape with us, and he's going to be showcasing at the Fresno Home and Garden Show March 3rd through the 5th, and lucky for us, we get to see some of his beautiful work before the show. Joshua, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, the pleasure's mine. Thanks for having this opportunity for me.
Absolutely. We're happy to be here. So, why don't you first explain what do you do at JDM Landscape?
Well, I am the guy who makes things happen. I give my title the janitor because I clean everything up, but I'm in charge of designs, charge of dealing with the clients and making sure that their needs are met, and obviously running the guys around, making sure that we're doing what we do best.
And what services do you offer?
Well, we are a design, a build, and a maintain firm. So we do anything that has to do with landscape. We do it in-house and turnkey.
And what makes you different from other landscaping companies?
I'd say we're obviously customer driven, and a lot of companies can claim to do so, but we really stick to making sure our clients are happy. And obviously we're very good at design work as well. We take a lot of pride in the designs that we have done and making sure that what is on paper lands in their yard.
Now, design work. Did you design this backyard we're standing in, or was this the client's idea?
No, well, we certainly, when we sit down with our clients, we want to know what they want to get accomplished, and we take those thoughts and we train them. Put them down on paper. So this was a design that we created, and we installed it from start to finish.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this design. What did you do to this backyard?
Well, this is a guy who wanted to see a little bit of a twist from a normal yard. He wanted to make sure that he had plants in his yard that he could eat. He wanted to make sure he had room enough to grow stuff that he felt would satisfy his diet. And so we decided to take a little bit of architecture and put a little bit of edible plants in it. And now we have a yard that almost start to finish you can eat.
It's beautiful, and let's talk a little bit about these trees. I mean, you were saying that they're old. These are old trees that you put in, right?
Yeah. So we have a plum, for example, purple plum tree that is about 60 to 70 years old, and so we pulled that out of a orchard and craned it over here and installed it in this backyard. We have a grapefruit tree that's about maybe 20 to 30 years old, and we have an apple tree that's easily right in the 40 to 50-year-old market. So we took in a lot of mature trees and brought them into this landscape so he didn't have to wait the rest of his life to enjoy some fruit off his tree.
That's amazing. And what about this grass we're standing on? Because this is very unique. You don't see, houses typically with this kind of grass.
Yeah, it's a mow-free turf. Takes very little water. You mow it about once to twice a year. And what it is, it's a red fescue mixed with Cody buffalo grass. So you have the drought-tolerant power of Cody buffalo grass and the green of red fescue, red creeping fescue. And looks very lush, looks like a meadow, maybe year-round if you like. And if you want to lay on it before we leave, you're more than welcome to do so.
I might have to, and this is perfect for the valley, clearly, because we really don't get too much water here. But what about accents? Let's talk about accents. What are the different, finishing touches that you can put on people's properties?
Sure. When you're looking at a narrow area, for example with this, what you want to see is you want to see multiple dimensions. So we have a raised area in the back, and then we staircase it down with the water feature into the grass. What that does is it takes this narrow strip and makes it feel like it's a lot wider, and that was one thing we tried to accomplish with it.
Now, what about lighting? What can people do with lighting nowadays?
Well, the lighting that we're installing in this yard, for example, is one that changes color. You take your cell phone out, and if it's Halloween, you can change it to orange. If it's Christmas, red and green. And if it's Valentine's Day and there's a special someone and you really want to impress that special someone, you can go to pink. And if you're a guy and you do pink, that shows a lot for the girl.
That is super cool.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to do that to my backyard.
All LED. He can be in Europe and turn it on from Europe. It can go on a natural timer. You can make it to where it comes on when the sun sets and stays on for 4 or 5 hours or all throughout the night. Or if you hear something out at night, you can just hit a little button on your phone and it turns all the lighting on right away.
Technology nowadays, I'll tell you. And now let's talk about the show, the Fresno Home and Garden Show.
Yes.
So what will you be showcasing there?
So we're amongst 4 landscapers that are going to be competing head-to-head. And we're taking a 30 by 20 square foot area. And what we're doing is we have 4 days to build basically a backyard with that 20 by 30 area. And frankly, we're going to do a great job. We're excited about having the opportunity to design something like this and build it in those 4 days. And we're going to be running 24 hours a day to make sure this thing's perfect.
Can you give us a little sneak peek into what it might be?
Absolutely. So what we're doing is we've had a chance to work on some of the indoor gardens at the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. We're taking a lot of those concepts, thousands and thousands and thousands of flowers, tulips that we're going up to San Francisco tomorrow to go pick up, and we're bringing it to the Central Valley, and we're going to be doing that at this Home and Garden Show.
How cool is that? Now, where can our viewers find you at the Home and Garden Show?
So from what I understand, where they sell livestock, we'll be right in that area right there. We promise the smell won't be there, but nonetheless, we'll be in that area right there, that arena where they sell the livestock will be right there.
Now, last question. Do you think you're going to win?
Oh, there is a difference between thinking and knowing. We know. we're very comfortable with the fact that we're going to perform very well. And what we want to do is just basically showcase what we're capable of. And whether we get first place or not, that's fine. Our clients, our future clients, that is, we want them to see what we're capable of, and we're certainly going to be showing that at this exhibit at the Home and Garden Show.
Hey, I love that attitude. Well, Joshua, thank you so much.
Hey, the pleasure's mine. Thank you, ma'am.
Now, if you love Joshua's work with JDM Landscape right behind us, you're going to love his work at the Fresno Home and Garden Show. You're watching Lifestyle Matters. I'm Marilyn Moore.